Welcome to the GOAT Morning Show, y'all. What's up with you? Cool. How you doing? Y'all see what time it is, man. Y'all get on in here, man. I'm gonna give y'all a chance, give y'all a little time to get on here. Get on in here with me this morning. And we getting ready to talk a little bit about them Carolina Panther legends, y'all. Do we replace our legends? I don't know. We getting ready to see. We getting ready to talk about it. Sure enough. I'm saying things like legends. Steve Smith. Did we replace him with DJ Moore? Did DJ Moore become a triple crown MVP? I know he had 1,000-yard seasons and things like that, but did he live up to the numbers that Steve Smith did? Hmm. Did we ever replace Cam Newton? Have we? Can we replace Cam Newton? We're up at number one now, and we're still debating about which one of the guys we're going to take. Will it be AR-15, my guy, or will it be Bryce Young, the Mr. Safety Man himself, CJ? I don't know. We went and signed Hayden Hurts.
In half a mile, keep left to continue on.
Is that going to replace Greg Olsen? Greg Olsen is one of our legends, y'all. Can we go get Witherspoon? Williams for Georgia? Maybe Musgrave? I don't know. We're going to have to go in the draft maybe to try to get his replacement. Who else we got? Would it be a linebacker that we never replaced by the name of Luke Kuechly? Man, we never replaced our legends. You got other people, other franchises, other ball clubs, other NFL from the front to the back replacing people. Soon as a guy retire, he pretty much get a mantle up to his replacement. Sometimes he trains his replacement. He grooms and nurtures his replacement. What are we doing out here? Are we setting up a team like it's supposed to be? Now, y'all know we had a lot of stuff that we messed up here in the last couple of years. And I like I told somebody the other day, after this year, my favorite person to cancel is going to be he who will not be named. I say that because we're not going to talk about that guy anymore. We're not going to talk about 2019, 20, 21. We're not going to talk about all that stuff. We messed that up. We got to live with it. We got to live and die by it. All right? That's everybody. Let's make that pact. We're gonna live and die by it. If we would have did this and we would have did that and we'd have had this guy, we're gonna stop that shit right now. That's what we're gonna do. It's over. What you think about that, Q?
You spot on, driver. I'm telling you right now. Now is the time to put an end to all that. I'm telling you.
All that.
I'm excited, man.
When the season starts, we're gonna stop all that if shit. We got to start doing this stuff right, y'all. We got to start replacing our superstars, Hall of Famers, all type of guys like that. We got to get we got our coaching staff together. We got to get our scouting department right. We got to get this stuff right from front to back, man. Organization wise, the whole nine. I think David Tepper has did a great job far as going out there letting Frank Rich get his coaching staff together. And Scott said it at the exiting press conference. He said he's going to go in there and get the scouting department right. So I hope he did. We will know that Thursday night on I think it's the 27th or 26th or something like that. We don't know if he got the scouting department right. So, with that being said, we're gonna get in a little discussion about, first of all, are we replacing our legends? Who are we gonna replace our legends with? We got names. They numbers is getting ready to be dialed up. Uh, it's getting ready to be hot, to say the least. It's getting ready to be on fire around here in the next couple weeks, because the Carolina Panthers are getting ready to have a whole new outlook on life. We put it like that. But we're gonna get into it in just a little bit. We're gonna get everything right. I'm doing a little bit driving here like I usually do. And I'm on this old crazy bumpy ass road, and it's got my screen all over the place. But you know what I'm saying, Q? We're bouncing real hard.
Hey, I got mine. I got mine set in. It's real nice. It don't even move.
Yeah. So it's trying to jolt me out today. But with that said though, Q, do you think we well you know we're gonna put the quarterback situation kind of on the back burner. Cause we already know that we haven't done right by that position. What about the tight end position? Let's go right there.
Oh,
The tight end the tight end position, let's say the young guy like a Luke Musgrave and a Dalton Kincaid, uh big Darrell Williams from Georgia. I know you like
think
Kincaid.
about something. Think about something, Ken. There. This franchise, other than Greg Olsen, has never hit on a tight end. We had Wesley Walls back in the day. We had Dante Rosario, but Rosario never lived up to what we wanted him to be. I mean, we have never been able to pick one position, and that's tight end. We had to go and trade for
Greg Olsen.
him. Now, free
Yeah,
agency
we
just
had to
brought us
trade
Hayden Hurst.
Chicago. Uh-huh.
But it seems like when it comes to drafting a tight end, we can never get it right. Look at Ian Thomas. Look at Tommy Trimble. I mean, we just drafted at this one position over and over and over and never really hit.
Well, hey, and think about it. That was scary because they drafted Ian Thomas thinking that was going to be the guy.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm, you see what I'm
Come
saying?
on, bro.
That's what the whole thing is about. They never replaced these guys. You see what I'm saying? Greg was there when Ian was there. And they were thinking when Ian Thomas came out of Maryland, like, oh, this is gonna be the guy. He's got this raw talent. We can do this and do this with him. Okay, first of all, they just used him as a blocking guy when Manhurst was there, and then they didn't have. Then after Greg left and everything, then you gonna try to down run routes with him and stuff like that. And then when his production went where it was gonna be, it was like, oh my God, what we gonna do now? Just like you said, it was how many years removed is Greg Olsen? 3 to 4. Now we just go draft a guy and Hayden Hurst to get some type of production in the tight end room. Come on, man.
We should have been addressed this position though, and that's why I said Matt Rule didn't even evaluate this roster when he came in. He just sat down and said, "Okay, I'm gonna take this guy. I'm gonna take that guy. I'm gonna sign what I got right here in Ian Thomas to a long term deal." Because think about it, this cat was chasing and running away from the police at one time on a dirt bike. Now, come on, man.
Dirt bike. In South Carolina.
Come on, bro.
On a dirt bike.
Come on, man.
Papa Willie's on a little 250. Trying to get away from the cop. What the fuck? Hey, like I said, man, we sat back and we used to have some. Now, don't think Greg Olsen was for a lot of fans who really don't know the history of the Carolina Panther tight end position. We had some great tight ends. We had Jeremy Shockey at one time,
Yes, sir.
Wesley Wall. I mean, these guys were no slouches at all. Now the modern time guys might know Greg Olsen, and then Greg had that foot injury, which set him back a little bit. But that was Cam Newton's greatest weapon. I mean, make no mistake about it, that was his greatest weapon. Um, Greg Olson was his safety blanket, like no problem. Here, Greg Olson will tell you anytime he gets at a podium that Cam Newton made his career. So these new guys coming out, these guys in the draft, I ask you again, Q. Now, like I said, I know you have alluded many times, me and you had discussion, and you like Dalton Kincaid. But it's let's say Kincaid is off that board. Where would you like to go next if you had to choose a tight end?
Darnell Washington. He should be there available at number 39. Like I said, he is a 6'7" freak of nature, and he's one of the
Yeah,
big reasons that Georgia was so successful because he was a run blocking mismatch. You got a
yeah,
freaking left tackle out there at tight end.
yeah, yeah. Now, could you imagine? Like I'm saying, you put him at tight end every time. That's like a jumbo package. You know what I mean? All the
Yeah.
time. I mean, could you? I know people going y'all don't want to hear this shit, but could you imagine RPO with Donnell and who else? AR?
Oh hell, you done said the word now. look, look, the link
Could
is in
you
the chat.
imagine that?
I already see what time it is. The link is in the chat. Look, as soon as he mentioned AR, I know y'all got AC. So y'all can
Yeah, we
come
put
on
the
up
link
if you
in the
want.
chat. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in, man. You know, I think this show might be an early show. Like I said, I'm working today, but if we really, really get into it, we're gonna go ahead and do what we do. But um, imagine that. Now I'm gonna speak on one more thing. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna speak on before we put anybody in. I'm gonna speak on the linebacker position. We'll go ahead and touch that. The linebacker position. Luke Kuechly gets a concussion. He started having concussion, man. Like that night game against New Orleans, and he's out there just he can't control his emotion. He's crying. Uh, then the man has to go retire. I mean, we never replace Luke, y'all. You know what I mean? Um, we got Jack Campbell. We got Drew Sanders. We got what's the other guy's name?
Simpson, you got Noah Sewell, you
Yeah,
got
no,
Dion Henley.
and I like Noah Sewell, man. I was real big on Noah Sewell, but Noah Sewell has been dropping because I think it was because his 40 speed. Like Noah, we always knew Noah wasn't real as fast as some of these other guys. He's got like 4.6 speed. I mean, Luke and some of these other guys only had like maybe 4.5, 4.6 speed right there. But he processes at that position so quick for me. Noah does. He's just in the right place at the right time. But he's dropped out of the top 5. You know that?
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, when it comes to linebackers, like I said, the top, the consensus is Drew Sanders from Arkansas is the best of the best. Um,
Best of the best.
After
Best of
watching
the
the
best.
tape on him, watching how well and how fluent he was moving at the combine, and just seeing like you putting the tackles there, he had over 100 or something solo tackles by himself. The cat is a beast. And then Jack Campbell is the consensus number 2. And then after that, everybody falls into place. You got Simpson from Clemson. Uh, and that's the thing. They've been saying that Simpson is a little higher than he is, but I really think that Simpson is not going to really pan
He
out in the NFL, if you ask me.
he is
I don't
though.
think he's going to be
That's
as
what
good.
when you said that Drew was the best of the best, and then you know what I'm saying that right there, what's it for Clemson, he popped dead in my head.
Simpson.
I think I think he's gonna be overlooked. That's gonna be that might be one of the gems or diamonds in the rough. Not even in the rough because he's polished, but that might be the guy that slips, and people gonna wonder why. And then you're gonna have a hell of a player on your hands when you draft him at a
Hmm.
lower position. Like I said, Noah Sewell, he dropped. Like I said, he dropped out of the top 5. He was listed as one of the probably like the third, if not the first linebacker that was going to go off the board, and now he's dropped. After the combine, a lot of these guys dropped, man, when they saw 40 times and other things people didn't want to see. But we already knew Noah wasn't as fast as everybody, but when he blows it up though, he
Well,
blows it up.
and
I
you
like
gotta you
Sue.
gotta look at it. This draft is all about the quarterback, and then from the quarterback, you got skill positions of edge rusher. What it is all the edge rushers are moving up, and all the linebackers are moving down because you got edge rushers faster than the linebackers. I mean,
Yeah,
goddamn.
you gotta, and then when you put them in the category together as edge rusher, linebackers, defensive backs, I mean, does that hurt the true linebackers like the middle Mike linebacker and the wheel linebacker? Does that kind of hurt those guys or that rover type linebacker,
Not the really
true
good ones, because
linebacker?
you still say to yourself, no matter what the fuck they doing at edge rusher, Drew Sanders is that guy, and you say Jack
Yeah.
Campbell is that guy, and if you put him in your defense, automatically your defense is gonna take off with those two guys right there. Now the sleeper, Kendall, there's two sleeper guys that you could put in right now that people don't even know about, like Dion Henley is a
Mhm.
sleeper, and then Overshow from Texas is another sleeper. That linebacker, he is a monster. But they're more projected to go in the second round, high mid second round, and by the third round, tell you the truth, Noah Sewell fell because of those two rising up, Dion Henley and Overshow. So I
Yeah,
mean, you got to
because
look at it from there. Sewell
every
might
year
go in the third round.
every year you're gonna have at a max, you may have like three guys that's really, head and shoulders above everybody else. And then you got the major drop off after those three guys come off the board. And then um maybe your dark horse, what we're gonna call it, emerges
Uh-huh.
in year three or something like that. And everybody would be like, where did this guy come from? Like he was under the radar. But some people pegged it, from the gate because he might have had the size, the speed, but he defensive line, he just couldn't get his hands right. Quarterback couldn't get the footwork right, and so on and so on. But man, links in the chat. Y'all come on in and let's discuss this thing, man. Let's see what's going on. Anybody want to get in, man? The links in the chat. Me and Q gonna stay here and chop it up.
You know what's concerning for me though? The more and more I look at, well, I say I don't think we need a receiver. I don't think we need a receiver in this draft.
Uh huh. Well,
I
I
mean,
told
the
y'all
more and
that.
more I
I
see it, I
always
look
told
at it.
y'all.
That's what I say.
Yeah, I always told y'all that it was gonna be on the other side of the ball, Q. That's what I always told you. I always said I wanted the linebacker, I wanted the edge rusher, or a cornerback. First of all, I wanted a big man. Y'all know how I am on 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞 from Baylor. I wanted that big man when we was going to a 3-4 because I still don't like Derek Brown sitting there being over the nose. But the more and more as I think about it, that's all he's been doing his whole career is taking on double teams. So with that being said, Derek Brown is he suited for it? That's not his natural position. You know what I mean? He's more of that four technique over that tackle. I mean over that guard. But I think he'll do well right there. We just got to see if he's gonna play that position like that man. But he's been taking on double teams the whole time he's been in the league.
Yes,
So
sir.
where I'm thinking he might not flourish, he might be the baddest nose tackle, to play the position.
Sorry about that. Go. I got a phone call. Can
Well,
you hear me now?
yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Okay. So I was sitting here saying the more and more I look at it, I don't think we need a receiver at 39 at all. The more and more I look at it, I think that if you do plug it on anybody, I think that you can wait. Let me put this in full perspective. If you got Thielen, and then you got Chalk right there. You're going to need another pass catching option because you don't know what Terrence Marshall is going to be because he's a question mark. So
Yeah.
in doing so, I think that we need to in the third or the fourth round, whether it's Musgrave, or Koff, or one of them guys at tight end. I think you need to bring in a pass catching tight end in that fourth or the fifth round. Somebody that you could take in and do, like I said, a dual tight end set. Because instead of getting a receiver there, well, we all think that, you guys told me that there's not one guy that you would select at 39.
Uh-huh.
So with that being said, if there's not a wide receiver there, then you're gonna need another pass catching option. You're gonna have to look at either tight end or potentially taking a receiver that you may not even like.
Yeah.
So
But see,
you're gonna end up reaching.
but it comes down it comes down to a thing like this though, Q. You know, man, I know you guys and me and you have had plenty of conversations on this that we have more holes on this team than a lot of people want to realize, right? We've had that conversation numerous times, right? And now you're seeing it. Now a lot of people are seeing it. Some people will say, man, well, you're not going to get a player, a high caliber player at every position. But we had players like C.J. Henderson at some positions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not even like backup caliber. You know what I mean? So we got to try to at least upgrade the position a little bit, a tick or two, to be competitive. Position, either we're gonna get exposed at that position. That's what I was meaning by holes. I know we don't. You don't go in. You don't have every position thing. But you want to at least try every year. You're fighting either in free agency or in the draft or waivers or getting somebody on somebody's practice team or whatever. Somebody gets what have you to go and upgrade a position. That's what if you listen to Scott Fitterer, that's what he is saying when he comes to the podium. He says, and he's always on trying to upgrade every position. And that's what I mean by holes that we have to fill. And you guys have to see what I was saying. We're not just a quarterback away. Everybody, please know that. We're not just a quarterback away. So we do draft Bryce, CJ, AR, Will Levis, anybody, Henry Hooker, anybody. That guy's not gonna put us automatically in the playoffs or winning the NFC South. It's not gonna happen. We need a complete team because we're gonna have young players. We're gonna have a rookie quarterback. We need to give them as many weapons as we can. Now, you got to look at some things that a lot of people ain't saying. Both of our starting guards had some kind of lower injury. I don't know if it was on their knees, ankles, or whatever. So, is that line gonna be as dominant as it was last year? I don't know. You
I
know,
think one of them had an
uh,
arm injury. Corbett.
I think Corbett was a knee. Didn't Corbett have something on the knee? Didn't he have a surgery? I got to look at that, y'all. I don't know, so don't quote me on that. Don't hang me on the cross on it, y'all. But that's the two interior guards, man. And then we're not gonna have enough picks to go in there. Hopefully and thankfully, this draft is full of linemen. So we're gonna probably have a lot of linemen to come that's gonna be undrafted free agents. And these are gonna be high quality guys, y'all. That's what's gonna help this year. So we I'm not too worried about that, but in situations like that, because it's depth, because we might lose an Austin Corbett or a Brady Christensen. We might lose them early in the season. Then what? I mean, Tampa. That's what happened to Tampa. That's what happened to Tampa this year. That's why Tampa. just couldn't recover. They were supposed to be a good team with Brady, but they just couldn't get it together. Um, you sit there on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, we never replaced Luke. Never replaced Luke. We had Denzel Perryman come in, and the guy we sent to Nebraska, he's a control freak. He sends this guy to the Raiders. Then this guy ends up having a Pro Bowl season. You know, these are dumb decisions that we've made in the last 2 years where we let one person come in here and destroy this team in the last 2 years and make us a so-called shit show, laughing stock, clown show. We've been called a clown show, y'all, on national TV. The Carolina Panthers are a clown show. That's what I didn't say it. They said it on national TV. These were ESPN analysts called us a clown show. You know, we have to get this thing right this year. We have to. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to get this thing right. We can't go into training camp without having the right players in the right position, getting ready to replace some of these legends. But how much stock do you put in on a rookie? Now to go back to what Q was saying earlier, the receiving room. We got a Alan Thielen. We got Terrence Marshall Jr. I'm not even gonna put Hayden Hurst in there because he's not a wide receiver. We got Shi Smith. Everybody was talking about Preston Williams and the rest of the guys. We haven't really DJ Chark. I'm man, DJ Chark. I had DJ Chark, man, as that guy that got hurt a lot over there in Detroit. DJ Chark to me is a experienced Terrence Marshall because he can't stay on the field. So the best ability is availability. And y'all know that. That's been said over and over and over again about this team. They said, now this is Frank Rich and Scott Fitterer. They said they're not too much worried about Chalk's injury. They said it was an injury that he had and he's cleaning up the prior injury. I guess he had a surgery or whatever, and he might have had a little bone on bone or a little cartilage or something was in there that they went in there and they cleaned it up. So he should be better. Now, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I don't even allude to be. But when you do stuff like that, that's just like J.C. Horn. You remember he had a little bit of swelling and all that stuff like that. And he missed a couple practices and all that stuff at the beginning of the year. And you're going to get that. You're going to get swelling and you're going to get soreness in that ankle or knee or whatever he had that he went and cleaned out. Is he going to be with us at the beginning of the year? OTAs, training camp. Because he's got to come in. This is a whole new system that we learning. Everybody's learning. But they professionals. So they should be able to get it. He should be able to pick it up. That ain't no problem. But then he comes back, and let's say he get hurt again. See, that's why he's on the 1-year prove-it deal, y'all. Because they got a lot of question marks on this guy because they saying it. I'm not just the one saying it. They saying it. Because if they didn't think it was nothing, and they thought this guy was getting ready to be this explosive wide receiver that he's supposed to be, but he hasn't lived up to the billing yet, they'd have signed him on a 4-year deal because he's a young guy. They'd have signed him in a minute because that's what they're looking for. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for an explosive young receiver that can go down the field, that can catch the ball, that can be maybe even a mentor to our young quarterback that we just drafted. But we don't know if this guy's gonna be able to hold up to a 17 game season. We don't know. We're sitting there like, yo, um, he's going back in under the knife or whatever he got going on. We don't know what's going on. It's a lot of question marks right here just with DJ Chalk. So with that being said, let's go back now into one of the worst rooms I think that we got, and that is the tight end room. Now I'm going to talk about a Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst come over there from the Vikings, and with that receiving room that they got over there, man, wow. Uh, Justin Jefferson and
You
some
mean
other
the
guys,
Cincinnati
they
Bengals?
just straight explosive. So you take Hayden Hurst, and he's sometime the third and the fourth option over there, and now you bring him over here. He's got more production by himself than we got in our whole damn tight end room. So is that an upgrade for us? Yes, it is. Now I have no type of um problem with what they did over there. I didn't think we'd even get anybody like that. Everybody else was talking about Dalton Schultz and some of these other guys. Um, I knew we probably wouldn't be able to get them because of our money situation. But come up, kudos, applause, all kind of bows and everything else to Scott Fitterer that he went out there and was able to sign this guy from the Vikings. Now we got Ian Thomas. Everybody like to
In
talk
there.
about he.
Who you steady talking about from the Vikings?
Huh.
Who you steady talking about from the Vikings?
No, I said Hayden Hurst.
He came from Cincinnati.
Oh, excuse me, man. I got Thielen on my mind. I'm sorry. I got Thielen on my mind, and I'm talking about Hayden Hurst. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
I know y'all gonna name me to the prospect. I'm sorry. Hayden Hurst. I'm sorry. My bad. Player fuck up too. I'm sorry. But Hayden Hurst. Anyway, I still say I just named the wrong team. I'm sorry. But Hayden Hurst. That still don't the fact that he had more yardage by himself than our whole receiving room. I mean, tight end room. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But I got a lot of things going on this morning, man. I got a lot of things going on. But anyway, Hayden Hurst comes in, and that's a great addition to our tight end room. You got Ian Thomas, man. They picked up Ian Thomas's option, I believe. We extended him. So now Ian is a good blocker. So I think they extended Ian because of that. But he can catch, but I mean he drops shit in the clutch too. But with Ian Thomas, what was one of our weaknesses? Our offensive line. So with him being a good blocker like he is with his size, I think that's why they retained him. It wasn't that he's out there being this super tight end. We never asked him to be that. He never was that. He was always this project guy and really didn't pan out to what we wanted him to be because we thought he was, big. You see sometimes he makes some catches and it's like, whoa, you see it. You see flashes of it, but like it's not consistent. And see that's a middle of the road player right there. These great guys, these guys with the plus, the guy that we like to call it, you see them all the time. They show up in big games, they make big plays, they win the game, they march the ball down the field, they do they put the team on their back. I mean, point blank. That's a great player. Um, Tommy Tremble, man, I don't really know what to say about Tommy, man. Do you think Tommy never hasn't got the opportunity yet to just to do what he need to do? Is somebody in his way? He's not had the coaching. He's just not had the opportunity. I mean, what is it about Tommy that's not come up on Sunday? Cause we seen Tommy do some things in college, and it was like, oh man, that's a good pickup. I don't think Tommy ever was going to be or Greg Olsen or be this tight end that was getting ready to burn the world up. This world beater. Um, we've yet to see the our other guy because, like I said, our tight end room, man, just and we had a dumbass OC last year. The other guy told him, Tepper told the other guy to go get a rock star OC, and he comes back with Ben McAdoo. I mean, enough said. But like I said in the beginning, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to blame our downfalls, our shortcomings on stuff that happened in the previous regime. After this year, we had Frank Rich. He said Tepper opened up his wallet. He got him the coaching staff that he needed. He got him the players that he needed. We went up to number one in the draft. So hey, everything is sitting there for us to do what we need to do, and we're gonna take all that stuff that happened in the past, and we're gonna leave it in the past. I'm through with that. After training camp start, they go to Wofford or wherever the hell they get ready to go this year. Um, we're gonna go on from there. Now, let's go to the big thing that everybody tuned in for. Quarterback. Huh. Did we replace our legends? Cam Newton. We ain't had a quarterback since Cam that could come in here and do anything for them. They go get Teddy, Sam, Baker. Boy, we've been making a mess of that thing. Um, Now we got a chance. We jump up from 9 to number 1. We go in there. We get that number 1 pick from Chicago this year. We got a choice between Bryce Young, played at the University of Alabama. Bryce Young has played for national championships, Heisman trophies. He's won the big games. He's won the tight games. He's done some of everything on the collegiate level. Um, C.J. Stroud, calls itself a ball placement technician. Hell, they even said on C.J. Stroud's pro day that it was like a quarterback throwing tape, a how-to tape, if you will. C.J. Stroud played at the University of Ohio. Now this is Power Five BCS big ball. Now you know both of these guys. C.J. Stroud to me, don't hold me up now. Says I don't have that killer in me. They say he's the safe guy, the safe pick, safe pick. This not kindergarten. I picked that up from, like I said, a ESPN analyst. This guy that's got big time show. Everybody says he's the safe pick. Okay, CJ didn't win the big game against Michigan. CJ didn't win the big game against Georgia. Y'all make excuses for that. Anthony Richardson. Around these parts, we call him AR-15. Um, he's a raw, unpolished project. That's what y'all want to call him. Now, they say he goes into the interviews, and when they set up the whiteboard and they put all these defensive packages in front of him, that he knows what he's doing. He knows where he's supposed to be. He knows where the ball is supposed to go, this and that. His mechanics is off just a little. Okay, this is the data. The data sheet says he had a 50-some percent completion ratio. Now, that's 2 balls per game that he's off on. That could be a drop by the receiver, could be some kind of miscalculation or something like that. If 2 balls per game gets completed, he's at 60-some percent. So what do y'all say then? Now his footwork might be a lot, he might drop a shoulder, he might I haven't went through all his mechanics, but if the coach that's out there with him all the time, or the NFL coach said, that could be fixed. A quarterback's coach, a coach that has been a quarterback, says that those little things could be fixed. Who am I to say, oh no, they can't, or if you're inaccurate, you're gonna be inaccurate forever. I don't know that. I can't sit there and say that. So I ask the question, what are we gonna do at all 3 of those positions? Because you have a number 1 overall pick, you got a 39, and you got a 93, where you can pick up guys to replace these legends that we haven't done it as a franchise. We haven't replaced our legends. We haven't had guys sitting behind, ready quarterbacks that's sitting in the wait like other teams have done year in and year out. Some teams have multiple people at different positions where they can't afford to retain them. They have to let them go. That's how good their scouting department and GM and all that stuff is. Now, we did take like I said, we after a while, we're not going to lean on this as a crutch. We did take a little step backwards because we had a guy that kind of fucked up everything we was trying to do around here. But now we got a chance to correct everything. What are we going to do? That is the question. Are we going to replace these guys? Are we going to do right? Are we going to do what we need to do? It's still a roll of the dice, y'all, because every one of these picks could be a bust, just a big ass bust. And then what? We sitting around here with the number one pick, and we done gave up our damn number one pick for next year and a second for the next year. And we go out there that Thursday and we pick CJ Stroud. And CJ comes out here and he's in Frank Wright's system. And that's just a system that him and Brown want him to run, and he can't run it. And then we're gonna want to what we're gonna do? We're gonna want to blame it on the receivers that Terrence Marshall stayed hurt, uh DJ Clark stayed hurt, or Thielen's too old. I hate to see that happen, y'all. Uh, we mess around and they surprise us. They throw the biggest surprise in draft history to some of y'all, and they draft Anthony Richardson, and number one overall. Move up from 9 to 1 and draft Anthony Richardson. Oh my God. Boy, I think some of y'all said y'all will stop watching the Panthers. Panthers won't be y'all team no more if something like that happens. Okay, then what if he's a bust? He ends up being the bust that y'all say he's gonna be. Damn, here we go. End up drafting Bryce Young. Bryce Young gets hurt like I think he's gonna get hurt because he's too little. And I ain't talking about his height. I said this again, I'm gonna double down on it. I'm talking about his weight, y'all. He's under 200 pounds. Bryce Young rumbling with the big boys, the big 300 pounders that he's close to on the line, on the offense and defensive side. And Bryce Young gets hurt like a Tua did. Man, now where we at? Damn. We got to get this thing right, y'all. If ever we got to get this thing right, 2023, we don't spend too much money, too many resources out there. Bruh, if we don't hit this draft right here, we don't have a first round draft pick come next year to try to double back down on and say, oh man, we finished in the dumpster because this guy wasn't the guy. And we can come back in a Drake May or Caleb Wilson or any of them guys that's coming out next year. We can't do that. We'll have to go right back to getting the Sam Donalds and the Baker Mayfield and people like that that's out there free agency. I don't want to go that route. Um, what the Carolina Panthers are doing is good because they holding this right here close to the vest. That's what you call it, holding it close to the vest. They're not telling it. They going to the pro days and they going to the taking these guys out to dinner. They seeing who fits this team, who's gonna fit the Carolina Panther mold and the Carolina Panther brand. They evaluating the talent at those positions. What I said, we never replaced our legends because you got to look at it as it's a business as well. Because those same guys that was our legends, those were the guys that was up on the billboards too. When you would come to the game, you get that program, right? and you see the Luke Kuechly on the program. You see the Thomas Davis is on the the Julius Peppers on the program. You know what I'm saying? We got to get those program guys back in the building. Because other than Brian Burns, Derek Brown, J.C. Horn, we don't have those program guys. We ain't had the quarterback to be the face of the franchise, like I said, since Cam left. That was and when Cam left, man, just talking on me, and I know it went the same way to other people. That was a heartbreaker, man. That was this guy. As much as some people didn't like Cam, talking about the way he dressed and all that other old bullshit, uh, Cam, name me another player out there that was feeding people on Thanksgiving, running these 7-on-7 teams and stuff like that with the little kids and going out there and putting his time out in the community like he was all the time. But and then sometimes, man, we took this dude for granted. We took this dude for granted. Cam, yada yada yada. Any little thing we could talk about Cam, we did. But this guy was invested in this team, man. He really was a Carolina Panther. So we got to get those type of guys back in the building. That's what hurt our fucking culture, man. You know, we didn't have those high level guys, because you can't go get them high level guys in free agency because most of them guys looking for a fucking check. Most of them guys looking for they left their team that they got first, they got drafted with, they left their city. You know what I mean? They coming to Charlotte like this little country ass, Carolina Panthers, the expansion team. We ain't been calling an expansion team in a while, but some people think of us as an expansion team because we ain't been in the league since the league started. So we had a guy that was here with us, that was a part of us, and we took him for granted. So we got to go get that. Then we got to go start winning. The decision that they getting ready to make, man, it's getting ready to be big, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. This getting ready to be some big shit right here because if this shit don't pan out, y'all think we got set back by the council, man. We gonna then think about it. If this don't pan out, we don't got that number one. We we have to trade up out of the second round. We have to give up some more shit. The first rounder of 2025, maybe a player or two. Man, we fucked, y'all. For real. I don't know if the link is in the chat. Let me see. They throw the link up in the chat, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's in the chat. I got it pinned to the
link up
top.
in the chat. Okay. Link up in the chat. Come on through. If y'all come on through, like I said, I got to go into the plant. Q, you still up?
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Okay. Hey, I got to go in the plant right quick,
I got you.
we'll go ahead back and forth talk while I go inside here. But cause my time coming up to run up in there. But
I got you.
so I mean, far as what I said, Q, about that, I got on a little heartfelt rant for a little while.
I felt that.
Uh that's what I mean. That's what I get so passionate about this year right here and the other year because we ain't had those guys. You get into some of these other franchises that's I say rooted in the NFL. Like Temple was saying, 30 and 40. You got people that's own teams, second, third generation that's own teams longer than we've been a franchise, longer than the city has had this franchise. That's legacy type shit. You know what I mean? You got people that's got multiple, all types of Hall of Famers all up in the Hall of Fame up there in Canton. You know what I mean? Packers and fucking Cowboys, and I'm just naming these guys because they franchises that's been there, a long ass time. Even the Lions, they bruh, we got to get our guy. You know what I mean?
I'm
Fuck
right
the
there
rest of
along with you, go. And
yeah.
something that you said that was on my mind was, what if we put all this together and the shit don't pan out?
And
Oh
it
my
don't pan out.
God.
I mean, that's the whole thing about, I'm saying, replacing our legend, because we haven't replaced our legend. And we sitting there, we ain't replaced our legends. And a lot of time we start talking like we've won something or we've done something when we get one player. You know what I mean? We sit here and we get one player or two guys that we think can play together or that's done something somewhere else, and we think this guy's gonna hit all these numbers for us the same way he hit in Philly, or he hit in Cincinnati, or he hit in New Orleans. And then the guy come and be a complete bust for us after we pay him all the money. Or we draft somebody and he don't pan out. It's still a jump from college to the NFL. I don't give a damn if you played in the SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, wherever. It's still a jump to the pros. You gotta These guys, the biggest thing they say to me, I ain't never been a professional football player, but the biggest thing they say that the guy got to end up doing is on his downtime when you go in the building, you're going to the building from early that morning to late in the afternoon. A lot of these guys are sitting there, and I alluded to it one time before. They up there playing ping pong and fucking PlayStation and shit, when they supposed to be looking at film on the opponent, trying to get the little extra to go out there and be great. But they're up there playing games. Some of these players, even quarterbacks, have alluded to it. They get on these talk shows and shit and say, "Oh, I don't look at film. I don't do this and I don't do that." Kyler Murray, what they tell him, he got to stop playing fucking video games, man. They done played this nigga hundreds of millions of dollars, and they got in his contract that he can't play video games, but a certain time in a day. He's sitting there playing video games. That's now look at that shit.
Well, they
They
did
ready to
that
get
for a
rid of
reason,
him.
go.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They ready to get
Because,
rid of him.
oh, it's not even that. They say that Kyler Murray be bullshitting on the playbook. That's what they be saying.
That's what I'm trying
And
to.
that's
That's what I'm alluding to. That's okay. One guy broke it down. He's an analyst. He broke it down. He said, when you come in there in the morning, you have a meeting and the coach talks, and then you break into positions, and then you go into these rooms. Okay, after you come out of the room, then you have your time. Then you got to maybe go to the weight room, or you might need therapy, or you might need this, and then you got some guys that, like, say they got a sprained ankle or whatever, they don't even go to the therapy. They I don't need to be iced up and I don't need to be rubbed down or whatever, right? So they skip that. You see what I'm saying? Because there ain't nobody holding your damn hand telling you, you know what I mean? Oh, come on, man, I'm gonna walk you to the therapy room, or I'm gonna walk you into, I'm gonna go watch you do your bit sets or something like that. I'm gonna go watch you go through the playbook. Ain't nobody do you professional, man. We paying you. So this guy say, "Oh man, I'm talented. Hell, I'm this guy. I'm whoever. So I'm not going in here, and I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? They go in there, and like I said, they get on the ping pong table, or they go play PlayStation, and then the coach say, "Oh, you went over the plays for last week or for tomorrow? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay." Then he goes scamming up. Then y'all go out there and have a practice and fuck it up. You ain't got but so long to practice. The NFL say you can't be out there but so long to sit there and practice. OTAs ain't but so long. Training camp ain't but so long. Then now here you go in the game, and then we asking, we go play our money to come in the stadium, or we go pay for the NFL package and all that, and we say, what the fuck they doing? They don't, like Teddy said, like Teddy Bridgewater said, we ain't even practice goal line. You see what I'm saying? We sitting there on Thursday bullshit. You don't know what goes on, man, out here. We think we do, but we don't. So if we fuck this up, that's the question. Are we ever gonna replace our damn legends? Carolina Panthers are they gonna get it right? That's the question. That's the elephant in the room. I don't know. Oh, if anybody, like I said, if anybody want to chime in, man, y'all tell me. Where you at, Q?
Yo, I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm telling y'all, man. How long you need? I got you.
Okay. I'm getting ready, man. I'm getting ready to run to the plant right quick. But go ahead, man. Me and you had a conversation. I got you on the headset, so we had a conversation.
Yes, sir. Man, look
Right now,
here.
like I said, I'm getting ready to go off camera in just a minute, but go ahead, bro.
I got you, driver. Look, if y'all just getting up in here, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Like this video while you at it, man. Y'all already know what time it is. This is the G.O.A.T Talk Morning Show. Go on and Talk Morning Show featuring your boy truly, 𝐤𝐤𝐬, the GOAT. The GOAT is in the building. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
On the Black Cat Panther show, man. On the Black Cat Panther podcast, we got to give it up for that. Before Q go on his little spiel, man, we trying to get this thing up, man, on this Black Cat Panther podcast. We trying to before the year gets started, we trying to be at a certain spot. We trying to get the chat numbers where we need to be. We just getting everything cooking around here. We trying to get the chat numbers where we want to be so we can have these conversations, man, on these Monday nights when we had the panel, on these Thursday nights when we had the panel, on these Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings when we have the GOAT morning show. We trying to give it to y'all, man, give y'all a chance to discuss everything and let everything just do what we need to do. I'm gonna have to go off for a second, Q. I'm getting ready to go off camera, and
yes, sir.
I'm gonna be right back.
I got you, man. I got you. Look, man. Now it's time for Q's rant, cause I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's a lot that's going down right now, and I'm just looking at how we're set up. It would be, and Gold alluded to this earlier, it would be a travesty for us to put all these players together just to go out here and bomb this season. I'm telling you guys right now, there is no way that you go out, you get Adam Thielen, you get DJ Chark, you bring Bradley Bozeman back for this offensive line, you go out, you get Miles Sanders, you go out and you get all these defensive players just to win 7 games. That's a no-no. No, sir. No way, no how. If that was to happen, you guys can go ahead and pack Frank Wright clothes for him before he even get them unpacked. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because, and this is why I say, this is too experienced of a coaching staff that he's put together. This is too experienced of players that we've brought in through this door. We spent too much money on getting this thing together. And then, like I said, you go out, you get a C.J. Stroud, and then, like I said, you only win 7 games in the first year. Well, you did that without some of these players in the building. So I'm going to be real with you. For me, that would be a huge problem, man. I think, and this is just me being honest, man, from here on out, this team is trending in the right direction. I think, and this is just me personally saying, the Carolina Panthers have a chance to potentially take this division this year, but we gotta remember we're not set or etched in stone to go out and win everything this year. You gotta remember that. We can take it, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, we don't, because the Saints have gotten better. Whether we want to acknowledge their presence or not, I'm telling you guys right now, be on the lookout for the Saints. I'm not saying that they're going to win the division, but I'm telling you right now, I tell you, man, I tell you, out of the woods today. So part of my service, man, part of my service, but it clunked out on me. But like I was saying, man, the Saints has gotten better. You got to look around and see where we fit at in this division. And I'm telling you right now, the Carolina Panthers have a chance to take the Saints by the head, but we got to make sure that everything gels in this year. We can't take them for granted, and we got to make sure that we take them very seriously, because if not, Chris Olave is there. I mean, Michael Thomas is there. Alvin Kamara is there. Your boy Derek Carr is in the building. They went out and got Trevor Penning last year as their left tackle for the future. I mean, they got pieces there on the
Yeah, yeah,
defense. You got to look out for the Saints because, like I said, they could take you. They could take us by surprise.
and I told him Q before, uh, don't sit here and just think because look at the closeness or numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? We thought the Atlanta Falcons. We thought the Atlanta Falcons was shit, right? That's
Right?
the Falcons and all this, and what you used to call the Saints, the Aints, and all that, you know. And then hell, you put us in the mix, and everybody thought the separation was so far with the Buccaneers because Tom Brady, they got Tom Brady. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-uh. One game, one game won this division, y'all. One game.
And
Everybody
then I
else,
think it was one game, Kendall, that we gave to them.
well,
We gave them the
pretty
fucking
much.
game. C.J. Henderson, come on, bro.
If you want to play it like that, let's play it like that because we can say that one game knocked us out, but you got to go back to a couple other games. DJ Moore pulled his helmet off. Now we ain't blaming that on DJ because there were more plays that needed to be made. We left a lot of plays out there on the books. You know what I'm saying? We left some plays out there on the field.
Mm-hmm.
But DJ pulls his helmet off, and guess what? We lose the game.
Cost the game.
We lose a game. So, uh, um, at the beginning of the season, it was games that was lost by timeouts and shit not being, preparation.
The Browns game. The Browns game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Lost that motherfucker by a field goal. And that stupid, man.
preparation.
Like, man, rule. Never mind. I almost said his name.
Yeah, I mean, so because we don't have to talk about every divisional game, y'all. That we lost. We can talk about these other games that we lost that would have still gave us these games that we needed to win this division because the separation was one game. We were still in the mix. We went we were losing. It was amazing to me. And you hear everybody else, we still here. We can still, they were counting it down. If we if we had two games or we could still drop one more game and we could still be in it. We were doing shit like that right there at the end, y'all. You know what I mean? Because this division was like it was. y'all know it. Y'all was sitting there being Panthers fans with me. You know what time it was. We man, it last year was so damn exhausting, to say the least. Last year was exhausting. It took, you got a lot of people that last year people was giving away tickets because they felt so fucking bad, right
What's
there
up,
in the.
guys?
What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, how
Welcome,
y'all
Mike.
doing, man? How y'all doing this
Hey,
morning?
we here today, baby. We here today. How you feeling?
I'm doing all right,
We
man.
living.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I got some grass I gotta cut, but I gotta wait on my damn tire at 1 o'clock, so I got some time to, shoot shit with y'all for a little while.
Okay. Well, Mike, if you see the
What's
thumbnail,
up?
we up here talking about.
All right, then, what's up, Q?
We doing something in the back, but
What's
we
up,
up here
Doc?
talking about
Yes, sir. We
Hey,
the Legend Show.
replacing our legends. Are we gonna be able to replace our legends? You know what I mean? I know we ain't gonna be able to do it in this one draft, but it was just things like I talked about Cam Newton and Greg Olsen and Luke Kuechly, these guys who was uh, pillars of this community and centerpieces of this organization. You know, will a CJ be able to do it? Will a Bryce be able to do it? AR-15? Are these guys who's going to be ends? Or are these guys who may be the next linebacker? What you think about it?
well, I believe every player is replaceable, man. I mean, it all depends on what quality of player that we're drafting or that we're picking up out in that damn free agency. I mean, hell, we done had plenty of damn players that's better than the ones that we had, or just as good. Just like your boy that we just sent to the Eagles that we should have kept. What's his name? The linebacker or defensive end?
Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, there you go, Hassan Reddick. We should have kept him.
Yeah, Hassan Reddick.
Now, what I did see. I did see that damn Henry Hooker is he's gonna be testing out with with the Saints, man. What y'all think about that? Now,
Well, they got other places like Tankathon and stuff like that got them getting him. You know what I mean? In the second round.
yeah, did you know this dude threw about 68 touchdowns? I'm not quite sure the exact number, but in 2 seasons he had like 68 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions in 2 seasons. That's damn good, man. 5 interceptions in 2 seasons.
They run that spread offense, and we know that he a receiver open because he got 2 receivers that's going in this draft right here that's going high.
Well, let's see. Now, that right there, what I got a problem with. These quarterbacks can't help what kind of wide receivers they got on their team, man. You know what
I'm not
I'm saying?
saying it like that. I'm just saying between him, let's just say we're gonna ask the question: is he a good quarterback or are they good receivers? If we ask that question, what we saying is him as a quarterback, he's a highly regarded quarterback. He's going high in the second round. He could have been a first rounder, like we already said. Everybody said that.
It's a little bit of both, though, Kendall. It's a little bit of both, but because it don't make no difference how good of a wide receiver you are. You got to have somebody to get you the ball. You see what I'm saying?
He'd have been right there in that conversation with everybody else if he didn't hurt his if he didn't ACL.
Yeah, the ACL the only thing that kept him out in the top 5.
And you can't excuse the fact that he's got 2 receivers that's going to be right there in the first and second round. So he got some players, so that's why he put them numbers up. That's right.
Okay then. Okay, start right there. Look at year before last with what damn Bryce Young had. You see what I'm saying? Hell, man. I mean, Alabama always been down there like an NFL team, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We talked about that last night, and we talked about that last night.
Yeah. I'll with y'all, but I had my little grands with me, so I couldn't get on like I wanted to. I ain't want all that background noise with me. But yeah, man, it's just we in good shape because you got quarterbacks that scramble to run, and you got quarterbacks that scramble to pass. You see what I'm saying? We had a quarterback that scrambled to run. He can pass the ball, but he scrambles to run, man. But the thing about it is, I look at CJ, I look at Bryce. Bryce scrambles around in the pocket. He scrambles to pass the ball, same as fucking CJ, man.
Okay.
You know, but the thing about it, these guys can sit in that damn pocket, and they can damn dice up defenses. That's why I'm not even worried about which one we get. I'd rather have CJ because I feel like CJ is just more durable than Bryce would be. Because
let me stop you for 1 second. Okay, just like I alluded to about now. We just said CJ and Bryce. You just brought out the top two.
Yeah.
Do you think these guys, from what you don't know them, like you ain't been on the phone with them, you ain't took them out to dinner or anything like that, but from what you see, are these guys high character guys that you think gonna come into Charlotte, you know what I mean, and basically get in the community and do things? It's more than just playing football, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you got to look at that off the field history. You know what they got going off the field. I mean, but I believe them two guys from what I see and from what I heard, both of those guys are gonna be all right off the field. They're gonna be all right. Now, if my third quarterback would be Hendon Hooker, he probably would be my second one, or maybe even first, if it wasn't for the ACL. But the ACL ain't got a damn thing to do with his arm. You see, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you when he play, all he gonna do, he gonna put a brace on that damn knee and be like damn Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't saying he gonna win a Super Bowl like Tom Brady, nothing like that. I'm just saying when Tom Brady when his injury, he just he just put a brace on and kept on playing. You know,
back in the day, you get an ACL, they said damn you were through. You know, back in the day, now with all this training and technology and all that stuff, you know, ACL ain't shit no more.
Well, yeah, because prime example, Thomas Davis, he had 3 on the same knee.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Ain't shit no more. Yeah.
So I'm not really worried about an ACL, but as far as a quarterback, now if he was a running back, I have some kind of type of concern. But as far as a quarterback, because it has nothing to do with your upper body. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if it's on your push-off leg, it might take a little bit of daggone velocity off of your ball. You know what I'm saying? But man, them 3 guys gonna be all right, man. Now the project guys, probably it'll be damn Richardson and Levis. Them guys are gonna have to sit a while, and it's only because they so damn strong, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be stiff as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a quarterback, man, you gotta be able to, you gotta have some type of flexibility.
Now what do you think, Mike? I hadn't talked to you much about this. Guys come out with a data sheet and they say, and they got proven quarterbacks in here right now that they say Richardson is not that far off as people want to allude to that he is. He's not that far off at all. As far as that they want to say that percentage that he threw in college, that 50-some% completion rate. If 2 more balls a game, dropped a caught here, a screen pass here or there, he'd have been 60-some%. You know, across the board. What you got to say about it?
Well, the reason why he probably got that percentage is because of the type of wide receivers he had. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it goes both ways. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but when he throw it to the receivers, hey, they got to catch the damn ball too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a job to do. So the receiver can make the quarterback look bad, and the quarterback can make the receiver look bad. Yeah, they got to be on the same page on both sides of football. But see that now. And this draft right here, all depends on what team you land on, man. And out of all these quarterbacks that's in this year's draft, hell, if our quarterback, that whoever we choose, if he ain't no better than than any other, because he's in a better position, is what I'm saying. If he can't be better than the rest of the damn quarterbacks in that draft, then I see that might be a problem with that quarterback, or it could be a problem with our line or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But he's in a better position than all those other teams because those other teams are worse than us.
you know, you get to watching these games and watching these quarterbacks and watching these analyzing some of everything far as quarterbacks. We can break down the line play, the running back play, just start breaking some of everything down. Things that help the quarterback, things that hurt the quarterback. You know that he don't run enough, he run too much. You know, the guys he got, like you said, the wide receivers can't catch the ball, or the line play once again, cause that line play it gets a big difference.
Yeah, because
I look at Florida,
if you think about it, hell, I seen down CJ take a whole lot of damn big ass sacks. I mean, by some big
uh-huh,
quality guys that's gonna be in this damn year's draft.
yeah,
Now,
and do you blame that?
if I was,
Mike, but do you blame that on him not moving like he needs to? Just sitting there in that pocket, processing, trying to
no,
place the ball
no,
in the perfect
no,
position.
I
What
don't
do you
even put,
blame that on?
I don't put it on that because when you got down Jalen Carter coming through that motherfucker as fast as he coming, you ain't got that much.
But
You
he
ain't
didn't.
got.
Hold now. He didn't play Jalen Carter all the time. He didn't play
No, he
Jalen Carter.
didn't. No,
He
what
played
I'm
Jalen
saying,
Carter
no,
one game. One game, man.
I'm not saying he playing them all the damn time. But hell, I'm just looking at the damn sacks that I did see. These guys that's on this damn line is in this fucking draft.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So Ohio State's line is a really average motherfucking damn offensive line. They ain't got no motherfucker. How many damn offensive linemen on that damn Ohio State damn offensive line is in this damn year's draft?
I think they got a tackle. They got a tackle going in, and I don't know what
But
kind of
you
position.
see what I'm talking about though?
I know they got a tackle that's going in.
Yeah, because the one that was getting hurt the most that I seen was that damn right guard and center.
Mhm.
You see what
They
I'm
got.
saying? Straight up the motherfucking middle damn sacks, man.
Hold up, yeah, they got a tackle, man. They got a tackle. They got Paris Johnson. They got a tackle that's predicted to go like number 11.
Okay.
Like number 11, in the first round, number 11. They tackle. They offensive tackle.
Yeah, well, I ain't seen no defenders coming off of him making sacks. So what I was saying was ones coming straight up that damn middle, around the center and that right guard is what I saw.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that damn Georgia game. It was a couple of games where he was getting sacked. I mean, shit, man. Hell, like I understand the quarterbacks, motherfuckers want to have them all fast and scrambling when they get in trouble, but sometimes you just ain't got time. You ain't got time, man. But to get up after a damn sack and maintain your composure and still move the damn team down the damn field, that speaks volume, man. That speaks volume.
Hold on. Now he's got another offensive tackle. DeWard Jones. That's going. They got him predicted going 38. So he's got I guess his right tackle and his left tackle. One going number 11, one going number 38. That's CJ
Okay.
now.
Right now. But like I said before, it was that damn center and that right guard. You see what I'm talking about? Because the shit was coming. The shit was coming out the damn middle like a motherfucker.
Okay, so you wanna say between his center and his
and them two guards, yeah, and them two guards.
Okay. So they couldn't hold up. Well, see,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know nothing about them guys right there, but he got two damn tackles. Them two tackles that he got going 38 and going number 11, number 12. Now,
Right.
so that's a good. So outside, that's a good damn line to me. Now, that's how you throw, and not taking nothing away from CJ. Not taking nothing away from CJ. But that's how you throw for all them goddamn yards now. You can't have no damn bullshit ass motherfuckers sitting there playing your tackles and playing your defense, your offensive ends, and even your center, even your guard, got to be worth something.
Yeah, but if you look at all these damn quarterbacks, hell, in the last damn 2 seasons, hell, all of them have probably averaged around 3,000 yards in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, because a lot of them are starting to go to different packages, spread offenses and stuff like that. They starting to go to that. A lot of these colleges are starting to implement a lot of this pro sets and all that stuff like that. They not the running back is being out of. The quarterback is starting to sit back there and dissect defenses. You got to ask the quarterback to do that. The quarterback just can't run and move the chains. He's got to be able to be a jack of all trades when he get back there. We know that.
Yeah, because he can't. I mean, I really just don't want no a running quarterback that or a scrambling quarterback that likes to run. I'd rather have a scrambling quarterback that's looking downfield, ready to pass, like an Aaron Rodgers. You see what I'm saying? Because Aaron Rodgers, he ain't no fucking damn running quarterback, but he can scramble his ass off to get out of damn trouble and damn prolong a damn play. You know what I'm saying? So
he's got to be able to prolong that play. He's got to be able to prolong that play.
Yeah. So I don't like see CJ just standing there and just taking sacks. I mean, the motherfucker do be trying to get the fuck out the damn way. He might not be the damn fastest damn quarterback in the damn world. Because now, if you want to start looking at damn quarterbacks, I don't see no running down quarterbacks that actually motherfucking run the damn ball in the damn Hall of Fame. No. I don't see no. Because the only quarterbacks I see that can scramble good that's in the Hall of Fame, they scramble to pass. They don't scramble to run. See, because
like you just said earlier, they prolong the play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got some of these defensive backs, man, that's so good. You know, these guys, they ain't everybody's fast in the league. Everybody's able to cover. They're not just if you telling somebody, okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna press these guys at the line. We're not gonna let these receivers get off 5 yards, do a double move on our ass, and then we gotta ask the safety to come over and help. You know what I mean? You got lockdown corners now.
Yeah, but the thing about it, prolonging that damn pass, extending them plays is good for the offense because it calls holding plays and pass interference plays for the defense. Because now you got to hold this damn wide receiver longer, and the wide receiver running around. So it's gonna be some hands on. It's gonna be a lot of reaching and grabbing. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a whole lot of holding and passing interference plays if the quarterback can now stretch the play.
It's almost like it's like anything else. A tie go to the runner type shit in baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's gonna go to the offense.
Physical, being too physical gonna go to the receiver.
Yeah.
Being too physical.
But like I said, I don't mind having a damn pocket quarterback. You know, hell, Tom Brady was a pocket quarterback. Peyton Manning was a pocket quarterback. You see what I'm saying? I mean, shit, hell, it ain't nothing wrong with it. And it also ain't nothing wrong with a damn quarterback that can fucking run. It's just that damn, how long you gonna last doing that shit? Because each year you get older. Just like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson used to scramble his ass off, but see, now he's getting older. And what are he talking about? Hell, he feel like he shouldn't have to damn run. He needed a damn offensive line. That's the problem that he was having. And that was the problem that he was having in Seattle. Motherfucker had to run all the damn time. You know? So I can understand it. When you start getting older, man, hell, you ain't trying to do all that damn running. All you want to do is line the hole up and hit your damn wide receiver, that whichever one is open, hit your wide receiver. That's all you need. That's how you move the football. And when you ain't passing, you ought to be able to down by your passing, you ought to be able to open up some lanes for your running back. That takes a whole lot of pressure off the quarterback when they got that.
Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right though with that, Mike. Because
so I'm a ride with whoever we picking. But I just feel like that damn top two is gonna be between CJ and it's gonna be between Bryce. Bryce, I can't take nothing from him other than not that he's short. It's just his weight, 185 pounds when he's playing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I keep telling everybody, you know, Bryce, he taking hits from these guys, but it's his weight though. They say he can't even keep on he had 200 pounds on him, supposedly, when he went to the combine, right?
And they lost
Now,
it. That's what. Now, if he would have maintained that, he would have waited the second time on his pro day.
yeah. He lost it. Yeah. So that's what I'm concerned about. The kid's weight, you know, under 200 pounds, man. If he was a defensive back or maybe even a slot rider or something like that, and knew how to be shifty and this and that, but he's a quarterback, and you take his hit.
Kendall, you think about it now. You think about a damn a running back that's right at 180, 185, 195. That's punishment, man. You know what I'm saying? Because running back in the NFL, that damn position is the shortest motherfucking life expectancy in the NFL. Running back.
Yeah, but see, you can hit, you ain't initiating that contact or being able to move with that contact. If he's in the pocket just standing still there and the guy comes on the side, boom, and gets him, as light as he ain't got nothing to absorb that hit, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not bucked up at all, man. He's a small guy.
And like you said, he ain't got no bulk on him. He's wiry. He's real. He's linky. You know what I mean? That's what it's small.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. If Hendon Hooker had had that damn injury, it'll probably be Hendon Hooker and Bryce. I'm not Bryce. Hendon Hooker and CJ. Bryce will probably fall in third.
Yeah, but Hendon was having a good season, but see, we can't gauge by if he didn't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? We can only go by what's going on. See, people looking at his tape, and they saying he got enough tape, you know, to go ahead and take a chance on him. That's what
they're looking at his age. They're looking at his age too, though. You know what I'm saying? His age more than anything.
Looking at his age too. Yeah, because see, and say, is he ready to go? Just go straight on in there. But say Andy Dalton come up out of there, what he'll be 28, 29.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker should have been in damn last year or year before last draft. That's what he should have. He should have came out with damn. He should have came out with Chicago's quarterback. What's his damn name?
Justin Fields.
Yeah. Because him and Justin Fields the same age. He should have came out with Justin Fields.
Yeah, not only we'll be looking at his like I said, his age. We'll be looking at when say he goes to New Orleans. When he goes over there to New Orleans, they signed Derek Carr for 4 years. You know.
Yeah.
Will
that's why New Orleans looking at him because that's why New Orleans looking at him because now Derek Carr is really up on he got a 4-year contract, but he's really good only for gonna be for like 2 years.
What's going on to Wesley? I see you, buddy. But if he goes out there, he'll be 29 years old after he backs up Carr for 4 years. Or let's just say Carr's a bust. You know what I mean? They say they want to get off a Carr, and then they go to Hendon Hooker. I mean, that'll help him right there. But then would he be a Geno Smith type guy? You know, let's say he has a year or two, a bad year. Then, like I said, he's sitting up there at 29 now, and then it finally clicks for him. Now Geno, 30-some years old when he got to start.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. On that 39 pick, who would you what position would you be hitting first on that 39th pick?
Mike, I'm gonna tell you the truth, buddy. Yeah, well, it is. The hell if I know now. But I was sitting there one time. I was sure I wanted to take a defensive end, but I was talking to Wiley one day, and Wiley said Drew Sanders, man, that got my brain to clicking because we need a middle linebacker, and that guy is the truest Mike linebacker that's in this draft right now.
There's another one in there too. What's his name? Ben Johnson. What's that damn linebacker name? Damn. He's got a cool name. He's got a cool name, man. But it's because, matter of fact, that name seems like it ought to be up in lights It seems like it's gonna be a name that you're gonna hear a lot too. I can't think his daggone name right now. Jack something.
Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell, that's him. Jack Campbell. I like him too now.
You got Jack Campbell, then you got like I said, you got Drew Sanders from Arkansas, and then you got Trent Simmons from Clemson.
Yeah.
And then you still got the boy from Alabama, Henry Tutu. You know, I was real high
Go ahead.
the boy from Noah Stu. But Noah, I already knew Noah was a little slow. That 4.4 speed, that 4.5 speed. But he can. What you want? You looking for a middle linebacker? You looking for that mind? You know what I'm saying? You looking for that cerebral assassin, that guy that knows him and that quarterback is playing chess. You know what I'm saying? All the time they going back and forth.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Noah Tu's got that going for him. He pretty much can read that offense just like Luke Kuechly used to could.
Yeah, but I think he'll fall in fifth behind those four guys that you mentioned. I think Noah Sewell will fall in fifth behind them.
He's done fell out the top 5, man. He's done fell out the top 5.
Yeah.
Because of, I guess because of his speed. Now on draft night, it might go 100 different ways. So I don't know. But right now, on a lot of mocks, and that's all we can go by right now, you know, what's going on within the mock.
I still think I'll probably grab that Jalin Hyatt, but because of his being able to take the top off, I think I'll grab him. Because we good with wide receivers, but he'll be a good damn backup piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you think about it too, though, Mike. Man, we still need a linebacker. I think we still need another edge rusher. We can stand to throw in another big defensive lineman. That's what I was telling people, man. People don't think we got these holes out here that we have. We got holes.
Especially at our cornerback spot, but there's so many corners. That's why I come up. That's why I'll be picking some of the other daggone positions first, because the cornerback position is so damn full. It's stacked up in the draft. It's a lot of points.
Yeah. We got a cornerback position, right? Okay. Now, let's just say we don't pick a corner because
we got to, man. We got to, because I can't trust the two corners that we got, man, as far as being healthy through the season. You know what I mean? Because I can't depend on that damn Henderson dude. I can't depend on him, man. He get burned too much, man.
Let's just say this. Let's just say now that we went and got the safety that we got, right? Let's just say, so we got Bell, and then we're gonna take 𝐥𝐤𝐬, and so in different packages we're gonna form that high safety shell over the top, right?
More like an umbrella.
Yeah, more like an umbrella. Where we're gonna help our weaker cornerbacks out. Let's just say we're gonna help our weaker cornerback out by running them different packages like that, right?
Yeah.
So now, do you think cornerback is such a need that we spend the 39?
Oh no! I wouldn't get no corner. I wouldn't get no corner at 39, because we can get one in the third round.
Okay, so take cornerback. So let's just take cornerback off the table.
Middle linebacker now. Three positions. Now you got three positions. Between you got that damn you got a defense. You got a defensive end, middle linebacker, and wide receiver. Those are three positions. If that I'll be picking or looking at pick 39.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so we took cornerback out the position because of the defensive sets we running. Okay, now so we say we got Hayden Hurst, we got Adam Thielen, we got Terrence Marshall, you know, Yeshua Smith, this one, that one, in the wide receiver room. Let's just say they saying, okay, they looking at them, they evaluated them, they said, okay, this guy, DJ Chalk, we cool with the surgery that he had. We think this guy's gonna hold up. We think Terrence Marshall gonna hold up. We're good. We're gonna go into the season with these guys right here. We got we got the Williams guy who's gonna emerge for us. Okay. Now, them saying now this we put in our mind, that we are Frank Rich and we Jim Caldwell and we Brew Brown and all them. We sitting in the room right there, right? And we saying, are we good at wide receiver if we thinking these guys are gonna hold up? Or would you go into the draft saying that you good at wide receiver?
No, because we need that depth. I mean, because the wide receivers that's in this draft, I mean, the first 3 or 4, I wouldn't even be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because because they're not the fastest. They just come from a damn team where they had a good quarterback. You see what I'm saying?
So y'all, I mean, everybody saying what we saying, that we getting ready to have a good quarterback, because we getting ready to draft a quarterback. Let's just say we draft CJ. We getting ready to draft a quarterback that throws receiver open, right? So our quarterback play is getting ready to make our wide receiver play that much better, right?
Yeah.
So now I just named about 5 or 6 wide receivers. So we got to go in there and we got to go get another one.
Well, the ones that we got, how long are they gonna be with us? You know what I'm saying? Because I believe Hurst will probably do 2 years and retire.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Jalen. Well, I ain't gonna say Hurst. Thielen will probably be with us 2 years and retire. Probably the same with Hurst. You see what I'm saying? So that's 2 positions that we only got for maybe like 2 years. You know. So we need somebody to come in and grow with our quarterback. Somebody that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? We need somebody that's gonna grow with him, because the wide receivers that he's picking up is all veterans. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have at least one that's gonna grow, that's gonna come in and grow up with him. Somebody that he gonna have some type of rapport with. For the long term, anyway.
Yeah. So you want that rookie. You want that rookie that's going to come in there and grow with this rookie quarterback. Okay? Now, by you saying that, now let me say, then I say, all right, now, our linebacker room. What do you think about our linebacker room?
We need a linebacker. See, now the thing with a linebacker, what do we need?
Hey, Mike, not to cut you off, Mike, but saying this right here. You got Shaq Thompson. Now I'm gonna just say that you got Shaq Thompson, who had to. I ain't even gonna say that he's so bad, but I'm gonna say it. He's so bad that he had to restructure his fucking deal to stay on the team. So
right. So that's why I'm finna ask you. So, as far as linebackers, do we need a middle linebacker as bad as we need an outside linebacker?
Shaq is the middle linebacker. Shaq been setting the defense for the last 2 to 3 years. So Shaq is our middle linebacker.
Okay. I thought he was an outside linebacker, and who was the other guy? We had somebody else that was a middle.
Well, we had damn, I just called his name a minute ago. See who damn.
Yeah, because I was thinking about him too, and then I just forgot about him just that damn fast.
We went last year.
No. I'll tell you what. At 39, if there's a damn middle linebacker in there that's just as good, or I ain't gonna say better, but just as good as 𝐥𝐤, I'll jump dead on him.
Now that boy Jack Campbell, who you just called, who you just said his name need to be up in light, he's been practicing with Luke 𝐿𝐤. He's been having Luke 𝐿𝐤 to mentor him.
Yeah.
So,
but now the thing about it, where is he gonna fall at? Is he gonna be a first round or a second round draft pick?
Well, they got Jack. Jack Campbell is supposed to be like the number 3 linebacker in this draft.
So that means that we be able to get him at 39.
They got Jack Campbell falling. Where is Jack Campbell falling?
Because matter of fact, if we can get Jack Campbell at 39, then that third round we can go get another wide receiver. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got Jack Campbell. Where's Jack Campbell supposed to be? He's supposed to be falling after 39. Oh fuck! They got Jack Campbell falling at 55.
Oh yeah.
But,
so go ahead.
But see, at 39, a lot of mock drafts got us doing what you said at first, getting the wide receiver.
Yeah.
So we kind of screwed. Not unless we're gonna cut a deal for that 93 or move up, or you know what I'm saying. We're gonna have to make some move to move up and get a Jack Campbell or a Drew Sanders or somebody like that.
Yeah, because I think we got how many fourths we got? 2? I know we got 2. We ain't got 3, but I know we got 2.
Mm-hmm. Not unless, like I say, if everybody says that we don't have to go get that we don't have to go up that far, say 39, to get a wide receiver. If we just got to go get a wide receiver that help these other guys, because they might go down because we got a lot of guys that's injury prone or that may have some type of injury during the season.
I'm gonna tell you what I did. Because instead of looking at I done did my evaluation as far as as quarterback and wide receiver. What I went and looked at some of those Colt games, and I watched the formations that right position, the formation that he run out of, because it's more of a damn. He got 3 wide receivers out there all the time. He got 3 wide receivers out there all the time.
3 wide receivers set.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of people say you want to run a dual tight end set. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, and then now, think about it like this, though. Think about it like this. Y'all got to think about it now. See, you want to say Frank Wright. Okay. Now, Frank Wright got up there and said that he's going to be calling plays and this and that, right? Then he goes and get Brown. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, see, now, let's just say what? How long both of them done been there now? A month or so, right?
Right.
So now he done had time to talk to Brown and be around Brown he's like, shit. He done said it a couple times. Man, this guy's got it. You know what I mean? So do you think he's trusting Brown for us to say, well, we ain't worried about what Frank Wright been running. What about what Brown been running?
Right. You know so but Brown hasn't been an OC for no team though, have he?
No, but he's been right there basically with 𝐥𝐸𝐬 and the rest of them jokers. Like, pretty much he was the OC. You know what I'm saying? He's been right there to people say he's so sharp.
Yeah. As far as learning from him, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. That they gonna respect what, him coming up, dialing up plays and stuff like that. That he didn't come up there to be sitting on the sideline learning from Frank Wright, because some shit Frank Wright's gonna have to learn from him.
Okay, now
from my understanding.
And now check this out. Now that's a plus for us, because now we got a new head coach, we got a new offensive coordinator, and he's been groomed by all these other players, by all these other coaches, and he's getting input from Frank Wright. Now, the teams that we're gonna be playing, they really don't know what the hell we're gonna be running. So it ain't much tape on us right now in the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So that's a plus for us. That's a plus, because they ain't got no tape on our quarterback, and they ain't got no tape on our offensive strategy. It ain't no tape on that yet, because nobody knows what the Panthers are gonna do. You see what I'm saying? They can only assume. So right now, for every team that we haven't played yet with under Frank Wright, nobody knows what we're gonna do until they start getting tape on us.
They start seeing us, right? Okay. Yeah.
So that's kind of like a plus for us, man.
Yeah, that's an advantage for us. That's an advantage.
Yeah.
That's an advantage, not a disadvantage. That's an advantage for us.
Yeah, because you can't look back last year and say, okay, what were they running last year? Well, don't nobody know because we ain't got no tape from last year up under this new regime that we got in this
like you
in this
just said,
coaching
see,
staff.
they can't go to Indianapolis and be like, okay, well, yeah, Frank likes to do this, his tendencies is this and this. Yeah, you can kind of look at that, but it ain't the same personnel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It ain't the same personnel. I mean, so once again, I ask you, we still got to go back to the question. So, is it a wide receiver? Is it a linebacker? Is it a defensive end at 39? I mean,
Well,
what?
my thing is, I'll be looking at wide receiver first, but I wouldn't take my eye off of that middle linebacker. Because if it's a middle linebacker like that Jack Campbell, if he's sitting there at 39, I'm definitely grabbing him at 39 because the wide receiver group is so deep that I can get one in the next round.
Yeah. Well, see,
you see what I'm talking about?
I'm looking at it like this though, Mike.
But I wouldn't get no small wide receiver.
Well, I'm looking at it like this. I come along and we drafted 2 wide receivers in free agency. We drafted 2 wide receivers in free agency. I think they made a move to try not to draft a wide receiver in the draft. They looking at something else that they're gonna have to get out of the draft. That's what I think.
Well, that's a good damn point too, Kendall. I mean, because it gives you time to get you a dang Jack Campbell at 39. And then which one would be more important? That middle linebacker or that defensive end at 39?
Because we haven't. That's what, and that goes back to my original thing that I wanted to talk about. We never replaced our legend at middle linebacker. Never. We haven't even tried, pretty much.
Yeah, well, hell, but matter of fact, we ain't replaced somebody in the defensive end because all the ones that we got is so guys. You know what I mean? We're gonna bring him up. Let's see what he do. But he ain't really shining like he supposed to shine. Yeah. Because I don't want to be because this 3-4 defense to me is skeptical. Because hey man, I done looked at our last 2 or 3 seasons where we just had guys just run all over top of us. You know what I'm saying? Just run us in the ground.
But see, we don't put some beef. We don't put some beef up there. We don't put some beef up there far as on the defensive line. We don't put some quality beef up there on the defensive line.
Yeah.
So only thing we hadn't like we don't have those ends, those killer defensive ends like we used to. Like we've always had in our history.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the Julius Peppers and the Charles Johnsons and the Greg Hart.
Yeah, because they come dime a dozen. They're like Luke Kuechly. Dime a dozen. But look, man, it's 1 o'clock. I don't mean to jump off. I'm gonna get in this yard, and I gotta go get me a tie because I had to take my tie off this damn lawnmower, man. Now I gotta go get a whole nother tie. So yeah, I gave him time to he said he go to lunch from 12 to 1. So it's 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna shoot on up there because I don't want this grass to get out of hand. It's just me, and I got a big ass. I got a big ass yard.
Yeah, I understand that. Hey, I'm with you, Mike. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you pulling up on me.
Yes,
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'll be right here, same bad time, same bad channel.
All right, that'll work, man. You have a good day, man. And Q, wherever you at, Q, he was on, he popped off. I'll talk to you later too, man. Tell him I'll holler at him later too, man.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, man. With that being said, y'all, I'm getting ready to chime out of here. Like I said, I was the show today. I was doing a little bit of working. I was in and out. I couldn't really focus like I wanted to. But we hit some good topics about the legends, how they be replaced. Me and Mike and Q, we talked on it. Wide receivers. We talked about quarterback play. We talked about the tight end. We talked about the linebacker. That's gonna give y'all a little bit to think about, man. Y'all think on that. But I'm gonna be in here tomorrow. Y'all know I got that Mud Ink Outlaw TV. You can go to that Mud Ink Outlaw TV. when I launch that channel, you're gonna see us riding them ATVs, riding them Harley, camping, doing things like that. We're gonna have different interviews with people at different shops and different Harley shops, different four-wheeler shops. If you guys have ever been thinking about doing some ATVing, when you go on the channel and look at things and get a little information, maybe you'll want to go out there and get you something, get you one. But I'm getting ready to get out of here and finish up my work day. But we'll be back there tomorrow. All right, I'll get with you.